Think about what he had to say about you when he said you're way better than Floyd Money Mayweather. I know you heard that he said that. What thoughts came to your mind when you heard that Canelo Alvarez said that about you?
Hey, you know, that's a big compliment. You know, he's been in the ring with both of us, so he would know, you know, from the fact that his coach said that, you know, he felt like I couldn't hurt Canelo with anything, and Canelo can hurt me with everything. So I think, you know, they put that in his head, and then when he got in there, he was like, whoa, you know, they lied to me. This dude can punch.
The thing about Crawford that people have to understand, it's wild, because like if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior lights, bring him. Lightweight, he jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost the first fight, I didn't, but then he won.
And compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, yeah, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time. Oh, yes. That makes a difference to people.
I think Crawford is better, bigger. Like he's actually, he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter.
Great fifth round, and Terence Crawford knew he had to make a stand in this sixth round. That shot got Canelo's attention as Crawford's back was against the ropes. It's a good shot from Crawford, and that shot and that exchange allowed him.
It's wild, because like if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had a better defense and all that.
Floyd Mayweather's greatness has always been measured by the men who followed him, but Terence "Bud" Crawford's stunning dismantling of Canelo Alvarez has reignited the debate with fresh intensity. When Canelo himself admitted, Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather, the boxing world froze. This wasn't trash talk from a rival. It came from a man who had fought both. Crawford's victory was more than just a win. It was a masterclass. He blunted Canelo's power, stayed composed under fire, and displayed flashes of Mayweather, like defense, while still pressing the attack. Shane Mosley went further, arguing that Crawford's length and size made him more dangerous than Floyd ever was. And when you factor in Crawford's willingness to fight anyone at any time, it's no surprise that legends and analysts are now split over who truly deserves the crown. Max Kellerman, back behind the mic, framed the contrast perfectly. He praised Floyd's flawless defense and deeper resume, but reminded fans that Mayweather often picked his moments carefully, waiting until opponents slowed down. Crawford, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time. That makes a difference to people, Kellerman said. For many, that's the key distinction. Crawford has the mentality of a throwback, chasing greatness instead of simply preserving perfection. Ryan Garcia didn't mince words, accusing Mayweather of changing boxing in the worst way possible by protecting his zero. His comments widened the generational divide. Older fans continue to cling to Floyd's 50-0 record, while younger fighters see Crawford as the new model. Floyd himself fueled the fire with a quiet flex, posting a 50-0 bet slip, showing he backed Crawford to beat Canelo. Crawford, meanwhile, isn't satisfied. His trainer Brian "Bomac" McIntyre revealed they've been eyeing a move to middleweight for over a year.
The art of knowing when to fight somebody and when not to fight somebody. I mean, that he's the best in that game. He's the best in, making money and making all the, the huge fights happen. But why? Because he was timing every single one of them. He never fought nobody really in their prime. He always
after junior lightweight. Junior lightweight, he did.
100%.
So we all wanted to
So he changed the game in the worst way possible. You're right. Everybody's trying to protect their own. I had to break that, right, with Tank. I made sure we made that fight.
That was real.
Versus Mike Tyson, it's been signed for under Mayweather Promotions and Mike Tyson Promotions for 2020-26 worldwide broadcast. special exhibition. Who the hell would have thought we would be getting this?
Well, I look at it in a situation like this. I mean, they compared me to a Sugar Ray Leonard. You know, I'm talking about as far as skills. You know, as far as my skills, and I feel I'm on the level of a Sugar Ray Leonard. You know, and I feel that he's not on the level of a Roberto Duran, so he's not gonna be able to handle it at all. You can mark my word.
Is better, bigger. Like he's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can't knock him as well. You know, he's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because it's bigger.
Let me ask you this. Again, also talking about Floyd. He didn't start fighting real fighters, in my opinion, until he left Top Rank.
Okay.
Also. Like, I feel like Top
Oscar,
Rank
you can say the same thing about Oscar.
Yeah. I feel like, you know, promotionals are hold them back, hold a lot of fighters back. Terence Crawford was also a Top Rank fighter.
At 160 pounds, Bud could become a 6th division champion, targeting names like Janabek Alimkanyuli and Arislandi Lara. Pulling that off at 38 years old would put him alongside legends like Sugar Ray Robinson and Henry Armstrong. Yet, no matter what Crawford accomplishes, Mayweather's shadow looms large. Fans can't help but fantasize about a clash between Floyd's untouchable defense and Bud's all-around destruction. Mayweather made elite fighters miss by miles, while Crawford switches stances, breaks opponents down, and takes away every option. Stephen A. Smith summed it up best. Floyd was a magician, Crawford is a destroyer. One thrives on illusion, the other on inevitability. And that's what makes the dream matchup irresistible. Could Mayweather's mastery withstand Crawford's relentless adaptability? Or would Bud hand money the one loss he never had?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going out that much.
The Fighting Pride of Omaha, Nebraska, USA, and new Ring Magazine, an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Terence Crawford.
His own experience. You know, a lot of people, they can say this, they can say that, but there's only, you know, a few people that can say they've been in the ring with Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather and give their own assumption.
No. We ain't doing that fight. Maybe planning on vacating the belts? No, we ain't gonna vacate the belts. You know, we just gonna sit where we need to sit for a minute, and then, just like I said, get back in the gym and do our.
Adding fuel, Floyd hasn't stepped out of the spotlight. His planned exhibition with Mike Tyson is more spectacle than sport, but some speculate it's also a way to stay sharp for something bigger, maybe even Crawford himself. For now, the arguments rage on. Canelo's comment lit the spark, Kellerman's analysis deepened it, and voices like Garcia and Mosley turned it into a storm. With Crawford chasing history and Floyd teasing comebacks, boxing is caught between eras. The question isn't just about greatness anymore. It's whether these two icons might actually collide and give the world a definitive answer. Because if Mayweather and Crawford ever share the ring, the legacy of one will never be the same again.